Hey guys, it's Panda and I'm back with a new video. Today I'm going to be reviewing The Summer of Skinny Dipping by Amanda Howells. In The Summer of Skinny Dipping, we follow the story of 16-year-old Mia Gordon, and she's just been dumped by her boyfriend, her very first boyfriend, mind you. And she's really heartbroken by it, but she's trying to push it to the back of her head because she and her family are going up to visit her cousins up in Southampton, New York. Now, Mia used to be really close with her cousin. They'd be texting each other non-stop, talking on the phone and emailing each other, but after a while her cousin just stopped talking to her and they kind of drifted apart. But she's hoping that by going back that they might be able to rekindle their friendship. Upon reaching there, Mia realizes that her cousin has really changed and they're two very different people. Her cousin is just kind of snobbish and she finds that she can't really stand being around her cousin anymore, and she doesn't know what caused what caused her cousin to be like that. Mia has no one to confide in and to talk to, and she finds it really hard to fit in with her cousin's clique because they're really different. Like, they're the popular kids while she's just kind of like a normal girl. They'll be looking like Victoria's Secret models and she'll be insecure about her body, so she finds herself alone most of the time and not really having anyone to talk to. One day at a party that her cousin is hosting, a guy comes up to her and his name is Simon. Simon is the guy that rented the next door summer house with his parents. But of course Mia kind of brushes him off and tries to ignore him because she does not intend on falling in love over here or making an acquaintance with any boy. She's really heartbroken and she has these sort of misconceptions of what love means in her head, considering she was dumped by the first boy that she ever dated, the first boy that she ever loved. And so because Mia has no one to talk to, she's very drawn to the ocean, and it's kind of where she feels at peace and she feels tranquility. So every night she likes to go down to the beach and walk along the shoreline. And walking there, she stumbles across Simon and they end up having a full-bloom conversation and just really enjoying each other's companies. But they only meet up every night. When everyone's fallen asleep, she sneaks out and they meet by the beach. And of course they do fall in love with each other, but she doesn't really want to. She doesn't want to be in a relationship with a boy, considering it's only going to last about, what, 2 months, because that's how long summer kind of lasts. And basically, The Summer of Skinny Dipping is a dare story told from Mia Gordon's point of view. Now, I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it so much. If you watched my previous videos, you know that I loved this book so much, and it was my top book for my favorite books that I've read so far this year. I think this is one of the best summer books that I've ever read in my life so far. And it was pretty sad. As soon as I was done with this book, I was bawling. I was bawling my eyes out. I recommend this book to anyone that likes The Fault in Our Stars or Eleanor and Park. Not because like, oh, it has a really sad ending and stuff, like you're gonna cry, but it's not like that. Nobody's sick in this book or anything like that. It's just a love story inside it that's really nice. You're really gonna love it. There's a girl that's kind of insecure about herself. She has an okay body, but compared to her cousins, she feels like a blob. And then we have the artistic boy that isn't all that, but you know, they still fall in love with each other. They're like two different people, but then they're the same at the same time. Like, does that make sense? I really love this book so much. Like, I've said that 3 times already, and I urge everyone to pick it up. I'm so happy that I randomly picked this up at the bookstore and decided to read this because it was amazing. You fly through it a lot. None of the characters were annoying. That's another thing I really liked about this book. The characters. The characters were very relatable, and you don't hate anyone. Like, you're supposed to hate the right people. You don't hate the person that you're meant to love. You get it? Like, the character you're supposed to like, you don't end up hating them. They're not annoying or anything like that. And the characters that you think are bad are just like us. They all have their own problems just like we do. And just because we're not seeing it from their point of view, we might think that they're just a terrible person or they're just coming off as snobbish and stuff. And in that book, you kind of go through everyone's point of views and you realize that this person is this way for a specific reason. Something happened to them. Everyone is fighting a battle just like you. Everyone has their insecurities. Everyone has their problems just like you. And not everyone's going to be too comfortable with saying it or talking about it, and we shouldn't just judge people just like that. And I really like this book because of that. Really, this book really taught me a lot. This book really teaches you to have a lot of courage and to take a step forward even though you can't really see what's in front of you. It's about taking chances and going to the center of things no matter how rough it got. And it teaches you that even if something terrible has happened to you, you should take that as a learning experience. I love this book so much. Again, I'm going to repeat it again, and I recommend this book to anyone and everyone. Definitely read this. I hope this convinced you at least to read this book. There's so much I want to say, but then I can't say it without spoiling this book. Oh my god, my makeup. The name of the book and the cover is a little bit cheesy, but trust me, it's amazing. And yeah, the book does involve like a skinny dipping kind of thing, but that's not like the main issue about this book. I really hope you guys pick this up, and I hope you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.